Welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast. I'm Shannon.
And I'm James.
And it's just the two of us today. Jaja couldn't be here. Jossie couldn't be here, but I'm just going to point out that I was a little mean to Jossie last week. He has a lot going on, I found out this week. So sorry, Jossie. We love you. Look forward to having you back next week. Yep. So it's just us two. Welcome back for another week of nerd talk. James, how have you been?
I've been great. How about yourself?
I've been good. I'm sipping on this really awful cup of coffee. Have you ever had a cup of coffee that's just really bad? It's just not warm and it's just disgusting.
Yeah, all coffee is like that to me. I'm not a coffee drinker.
Oh, there you go. That's surprising to me in your field of work that you don't drink coffee.
Maybe one day.
But okay. So I guess let's start with some nerdy things. What have you been up to this past week?
This past week, it was super nerdy. So I was like trying to cram in so much stuff. So this is my last week not working. I just got a new job. Yeah. Yep. So I start at Microsoft tomorrow. Software engineer.
Microsoft?
Yeah, I've been holding
guys. Out. Did you hear that?
Holding out.
Did you hear that? James is big time over here. He's too big for us.
Nah, I'm still holding it down with you guys.
No, yeah, that's great. Congrats.
Yeah, I'm on the Office 365 team, so nothing too crazy just yet. I'm not aligned with Xbox or anything like that.
Yeah,
but
still,
a win for Microsoft is a win for me still. So
yeah, that's amazing.
I guess I'm on both teams now,
huh? Oh, no, you're here we go. Yeah, I was about to say, it just did that thing again.
I don't know what that was about. Let me charge just in case. But yeah, so I've been trying to use my free time pretty wisely. So I was binging still the regular show. Actually, I beat Kingdom Hearts this week.
The third one?
I just went back. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, talk about it. It's more like cutscenes hard. It was so many cutscenes in that game.
I know.
I felt like I was barely playing anything.
It was very bad. Actually, I want to kind of look up the ratio of cutscenes to actual gameplay because there was a lot and they were so long. All the cutscenes were extremely long. It was like a movie. But
and while you're doing that, so I got the random urge to stream. So I streamed actually one of the days when I was playing it, and it was surprisingly a lot of people viewing me. Well, a lot to me. It was like 18 people watching, and only 7 people follow me on Twitch. So I guess maybe they just searched up Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Wow. And
then my mic was off the whole time, so like I thought I was doing some great commentary, but my mic wasn't even on. So
you have to teach me how to stream. You need like because I don't know how to do it, but I want to do it. You need like never mind. We'll talk about this offline. I don't think anyone wants to hear this. But
on PS5, you can just hit broadcast if your Twitch is connected. So you can just hit broadcast and then you'll go live. But off PC, it's a lot harder. Yeah, you got to get like some other apps and stuff like that.
Okay, well, good thing I don't have a PC to stream from. So that's good.
Yeah, but on PS5, you should be able to stream pretty easily.
Okay, cool.
I was doing that. I started Cowboy Bebop. I only got to the first 2 episodes. Regular anime manga. And then Anime NYC FOMO. Been watching people's stories and looking at all the different reveals and stuff that came from there.
Yep. Major FOMO from Anime NYC. What is
that's pretty much it for me, I think. Let me see. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to look this up.
The amount of cutscenes.
Yeah, I just want to know, like, people have to have access. All right, how many hours of cutscenes are on KH3? 12 hours of cutscenes. And it says it's a little more than a third of its full length.
Sounds about right. So my playtime was at the end when it gives you your stats. I think my playtime was like 27 hours.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I was watching cutscenes for 12 of those hours, but it felt like it. I wouldn't be surprised if I really was.
I feel like you might have been.
But it probably was.
But you just didn't know it. But yeah, there are a lot of cutscenes. So I feel like.
Yeah, like even mid-fight, like.
It's just, wait, hello? Did I freeze?
Yeah, it was frozen for a second.
Oh, sorry. Okay, am I back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're back now though. Yeah, you're back.
Okay. But did you like the game or did you hate the game?
I liked it more than I initially did. So when I first played it, like I hated the game. Like when it first dropped. So that's why I'm so late to like beating it now. I finally picked it back up because I was like, I'll only do something while I got some free time left. But yeah, I beat it. Overall, it was pretty good. I don't think this is definitely my exit from the series because it looks like there's for sure another game coming. I'm not playing that. I'll watch someone else stream. Maybe if you stream it, I'll watch it. But yeah, I'm not going to be playing the next one.
I don't know if
It-
I'm gonna play the
yeah.
next one.
The story was so confusing. Like I didn't know who was who for most of it. I was like, all right, there's clones, replicas, heartless, nobodies. This organization 13. There was just too much going on. So I just recognized Donald, Goofy, and Mickey. That's pretty much the only people I recognized.
Yeah, there really is too much going on. I don't know if I'm gonna play the next game either. When I finished it, because I'm like you, where like when it first came out, I got it right away. I played it, didn't like it, so I stopped playing it for like months, and then I picked it back up and finished it. But the ending was cool. But I felt like the ending was the end. I was like, there's no way there's another game, because like, is he dead? What happened? Is he gone? That's it.
Yeah, he went to go find Kyrie. So I imagine the next, if there is another game, it'll be him looking for Kyrie.
But he did find Kyrie. Did you watch the end scene?
Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, he like found her, and then he like. Did you play the DLC?
No, definitely not.
Okay, because like at the end cutscene, like everyone is together, and then he just like disappears into the abyss. I don't think you watched all the end cutscenes, James.
Yeah. Well, I got to the part where it said the end, and I was like, oh, that's it. And then it saved game. Then my little saved game file had a crown on it. So I was like, oh yeah,
maybe you weren't paying attention because you saw so many of the cutscenes. Did you watch it?
Probably
like,
so,
did you
yeah.
did you see the part? Did you see the part where they were all on the island? You know, when the song was playing.
Yeah.
And then he like disappeared. They were both sitting on the tree together, and he like disappeared.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe I missed it.
Maybe. But he's like gone. So like I thought that was the end. But anyway, whatever. I don't know if I'm gonna play another one. I think I'm over it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that needs to come to an end. What did I do this week? I too had Anime NYC FOMO. I was gonna go on Friday. Well, me and my boyfriend were gonna think about we thought about going, but he was sick this weekend, so we didn't go. But I wish I went because yeah, I was watching a lot of people's stories, and I feel like Anime NYC has gotten much bigger this year than it was in the past years. I feel like a lot of people were there that we know from this podcast. And then, you know, there's a lot of like after parties this year and stuff like that. And I'm like, I feel like this wasn't a thing the last time I went to Anime NYC. So I feel like the culture has definitely grown a lot. So I kind of wish that I had went, but next year it'll probably be bigger as anime becomes more popular. So I'll definitely make it a point to go next year. But I was a little sad that I didn't go this year.
Gotta put it on my calendar. Is it always in November?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta make sure I'm free.
Yes, it is always in November. But yeah, next year I'm gonna make it a point to go to all the cons again because I had FOMO for Comic-Con too. So I gotta make sure that I go to all the cons that I used to go to. But besides that, I didn't really do a lot of nerdy things this week. I'm back at work in person 3 times a week. So I've just been trying to get back into that flow. So I've been coming home and been like super tired every day that I come home. So like I haven't had time to do anything fun. So
oh yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah. But I'm just trying to find a balance, but it's not there yet. But so I apologize. But let's start off with some video game news. There's Activision updates because Bobby Kotick, is that how you say his last name?
Yeah.
The Activision CEO, what did I just say? The CEO of Activision. Sorry. Apparently he knew about all the scandals happening at his company and didn't report it to the shareholders. So now they're calling
shame on him.
Yep. Not surprised though. Look at him. White male at the top of the chain, keeping all his secrets.
And being paid handsomely.
Yep. So now the shareholders are calling for him to resign. I think that there is also a petition going around for him to resign as well. Will he do it?
And the employees staged a walkout as well.
Oh, yes, he did.
For his resignation.
Yes, he did. But as of today, he has not yet officially resigned. So
I'm sure he's preparing some sort of statement. Well, not him, but whoever works for him is preparing a statement to release on his behalf.
Yeah.
Or for him to read off a teleprompter.
Will he actually resign though?
I don't see it happening.
You don't think he's going to?
No, I think he'll be like forcibly removed.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was gonna ask, like, what happens if you refuse to resign? I feel like you can't just stay there, you know, like something has to happen. So yeah, I feel like they'll probably vote him out if he doesn't resign. I think they're giving him this chance to like go out gracefully by resigning himself before they forcibly remove him.
Yeah, once the shareholders get involved, it's serious business.
Yeah, for sure. Because this is definitely gonna hurt. This is gonna cost them business, as we also see from another article that's in here. The chief Xbox says he's reevaluating his relationship with Activision.
Yeah,
right?
them and the similar position at Sony said the same thing, that they're also reevaluating their relationship with Activision. So this is definitely going to hurt them.
Yeah, so it is going to cost them business, which is not something that they want. So I am assuming that he will be removed. Let's give it to the end of the week. I'm sure that he'll be gone.
Yeah, we'll have an update for you guys.
So we'll see what happens with that. Looking forward to see who they put in charge after he's gone. Hopefully a woman. We'll see.
Of color.
Oh, yes, a woman of color. But we'll see what happens with that. The Activision scandal just continues to grow. Have you been playing any Activision games, James?
No, I haven't. So I swore off. I don't even play Call of Duty anymore. Yeah. At first I was like, I just won't spend any money on it, but now I don't play it at all. So
that's good. I wonder if Jaja's still playing Call of Duty.
A new one did release.
I know. Who knows?
Yeah, they made it free to play this weekend too. I didn't even take advantage.
Don't do it. But yeah. Hopefully he's not playing any Call of Duty. Oh yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Lots of other trailers came out this past week too. So we have this new interesting looking game called Dragon Ball: The Breakers. That announcement trailer came out this week, and I was a little confused. I don't know how to feel about that game. What did you think? So it's kind of like a team online game where you play in teams, and it's like one side is survivors and the other side is hunters, right? Is that how you?
Yeah, it looks like a huge game of Manhunt or something like that.
Yeah,
like hide and seek.
And it's just very different. It has nothing to do with Dragon Ball. I feel like it's just a game, and like they have like Dragon Ball skin, like they have a Dragon Ball custom skin pack. Yeah,
using those characters.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it looks fun. Like if you have a group of people that I feel like it'll be a fun game to play. But it's a little odd. It's a little weird to me.
What was the pricing on it? Is that full price game as far as we know?
Let's see. It probably is going to be a full price game. Let's see. So it's 8 players. So it's divided into teams of 4. In online gameplay. And it's raiders and survivors.
They have a beta coming out on PC. I'll definitely check that out. Maybe I could stream that if I can figure out how to get a stream working on PC.
Yeah. And it's coming that hard. It is coming out for PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and for PC. Yeah. I don't know why. I guess because no one can get a PlayStation 5. Why are games still coming out for PS4? I don't understand that.
I feel like I guess since it's not at end of life right yet.
Yeah, I guess so.
So some of the servers are still active and everything.
But I wonder, because I feel like a lot of people aren't pressed to get a PlayStation 5 because they can still get new games that are coming out for PS4. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Is it always like that when a new system comes out?
I know there's typically overlap, but I'm not sure for how long. Like this seems a year into the PS5 being out, they're still releasing PS4 games.
Yeah.
Seems like a long overlap.
But also they could also be doing it because of the supply. I don't know. Maybe they're not released. I don't know why they're doing it. It just seems weird to me. But so the beta is releasing when? What did you say?
It just says 2022.
Okay, so there is no date, and there is no price attached to it. I feel like it's probably going to be a full price game though. I bet probably you it will. So. But yeah, I don't know if I would buy this. I don't know, just because it just seems odd.
Yeah, this is a group purchase. Like if your friends don't say they're getting it, I wouldn't get it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It just seems like an odd thing. Again, it just seems like a survivor game with custom Dragon Ball skin.
Yeah, this is like Among Us, but paid for, if it is paid for. I wouldn't have bought Among Us.
What studio is producing this game? Does it say? It does not say who is.
Bandai Namco?
Oh, yes. Duh. There it is. That makes sense. That was dumb. Yeah. If anyone's actually looking forward to this game, let us know, and let us know why. I want to know what is going to draw you to purchase this, because I
feel like this is a genre that is popular on PC, maybe, that we probably don't play as much on console.
Yeah, that's probably true. It probably will be big in the PC world. You're probably right about that. So there's that game, and then there's also Multiverses, which is a Warner Bros. Style game that kind of is like Smash Bros. That game looks like it will be interesting.
Yeah, I've been fooled before though by these platformers with
the Nickelodeon game.
I haven't even touched that since that one time. So
what a waste of money. I'm sorry.
It's all good. But this one is free to play. So this one,
it is free to play.
I'm looking forward to this.
But because it's free to play, it probably won't be. First of all, the gameplay looks really. I was looking at the trailer, and the gameplay looks kind of slow and clunky.
Yeah, it did look pretty sluggish.
Yeah. So I'm wondering by the time it comes out, if it will be better or.
Yeah, we'll give them some grace. They probably got to just polish it up a bit.
Yeah. Because it does look really slow. But again, it's free. So like, why? I'm not going to complain about it at all. So, and this launches next year. And what is this? So, and then you can play this on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X.
Not Switch? I think it.
Not.
Maybe Switch?
No.
Huh.
It doesn't say it's
eventually, probably.
And it's cross-platform compatible on all these things. So that's good. And
worth noting, they have the original voice actors for the characters. So that's exciting.
That's cool. How much are they going to be talking? I feel like that was extra money to get the original voice actors.
Probably
for a free-to-play game. I feel like that's too much.
Yeah, they're going to have some microtransactions for you.
I didn't see anything about the Dragon Ball game being cross-platform compatible. So that's already a leg up on that. That should have been something that they looked into, but we'll see. And when is this coming out? Does it say? Let's see. Nope. 2022, probably. Like I'm just going to assume that's what's.
It's going to be a big year next year. The year of the con, the year of the games that have been announced with no real date.
But a lot of games, though. A lot of things are coming out next year. So I think it is going to be a good year in terms of content that we're going to be getting. Is there any other video game news that's out that you wanted to touch on before we? Because I feel like that's all we had. But I feel like
we may be missing something. Maybe when Jaja and Jossie come
I
back,
feel like I'm missing. You know what it is? It's because we don't play Xbox. So
yeah. I'm sure there's some big reveal. We'll let Jaja handle that.
Yeah, I don't know what Xbox games are coming out. Sorry guys. But let's move on. So before we get into other stuff, into Marvel stuff, let's talk about stuff that has come out of Anime NYC this weekend. I'll let you take it away, James.
All right, so One Piece, we have Film Red coming out. Not too many details about it, but it looks like it's going to be about Shanks. This probably doesn't mean anything to you, Shannon, because you don't really watch One Piece. Yeah, One Piece movie.
Okay.
But Shanks is one of the more mysterious characters. No one knows much about him, but he's one of the cooler characters too. He pretty much ended a war by saying, if anybody wants to keep on fighting, you got to fight me. That might have been his hardest moment in the entire show. And the military, all the pirates, everybody stopped fighting when he said that. So he's got some sort of pull, but no one knows like exactly what his powers are, how strong he is. It is just a big mystery. So
that seems odd to me.
Yeah, definitely. for a show with 1,000 episodes, it's definitely kind of strange that you don't know much about one of the major characters.
Yeah.
So for him to get his own movie is pretty exciting news for the One Piece community. And also One Piece is celebrating their 1,000th episode. So huge shout out to One Piece. They've been having like displays and billboards everywhere for like to commemorate the 1,000th episode. And then they put a special new opener, kind of comparing the first episode opener to the 1,000th episode opener. So it's kind of like I saw a nice little side by side video of those two playing. That looked really cool.
1,000 episodes. That's so crazy.
1,000 episodes and still going. No end in direct sight.
To me, it's very surprising how they're able to continue telling a story after so many episodes.
Yeah, for
would you say
2
that
decades.
would you say that it's still just as good as it's always been, or do you think that it's like falling off a little bit?
No, I think it's getting better with time. That's the crazy thing.
That is crazy.
So I read the manga too, and yeah, it's only getting better. It's still like a lot of unknowns, which is kind of scary, but there's been rumors of different spinoffs. So that's actually cool. If they do different spinoffs or films like this, like the One Piece film Red, I think that'll be a good way to take care of some of the loose ends, rather than have it to be a 2,000 episode show, because it could probably easily get there if we go into more of these characters' backgrounds.
So the writers must be really good then. They must have some really good writers on their team over there, because that's kind of crazy.
And some of the writers are involved with the live action show that's coming out too. So I have a little bit of faith in that. A little bit more now that I've seen Cowboy Bebop, but that live action,
it just seems so iffy. It just seems like a big project that I don't really know why. It'll be interesting to see how they pull that off, but whatever.
yeah.
What? Okay, sorry. Were you saying something else about it?
Not about One Piece. I know there's a manga that I read called Spy Family. Well, it's Spy X Family. So I think it's someone from Hunter x Hunter has something to do with it.
Okay.
But they're getting an anime adaptation. I saw that come out of Anime NYC. So that one I'm looking forward to, because it's actually really funny. I like that one a lot. I think the people will enjoy that.
I'm waiting for them to adapt Vigilantes, the My Hero prequel, into an anime. When are they gonna do that? Like, that's what I'm waiting for.
That we need that one, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I feel like we need to focus on some other people, and I really like that. I like that manga, so I feel like they need to adapt that. But
speaking of that, I'm way behind. I gotta get caught up. That's what I'll do this week.
I'm so far behind, as in I haven't even started watching it yet. So. I watched the first episode, the recap episode, but that's all I've seen. So.
Oh, of My Hero.
Yeah, of My Hero.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah. I mean, Vigilantes, I'm way behind.
Oh, Vigilante! I'm behind on Vigilantes too, because I remember I was caught up at one point, and then when when the newer chapters started coming out again, I did not catch up, so I have to catch up on that.
Same, yeah. I'll be active on my Viz account.
Yeah. But for anyone who hasn't read Vigilantes or even know what it is a prequel to My Hero Academia. It's about, there's different people in it completely. There's some familiar characters in it, but like the main characters we have not seen in the anime at all. Have we? I haven't watched the season, so I don't know who's popped up.
Nah, if anything, it'd have been an Easter egg of like a surprise cameo. But yeah, we haven't seen any of them animated so far. Yeah,
so if you're interested in reading something a little different, then you should definitely read it. It's really good. But yeah, I lost my train of thought. Sorry. I saw pictures over the weekend of like the really long lines at Anime NYC this year, like people trying to get in, people waiting to get in, like hours outside. It was really cold this weekend too. So I guess a lot of people were just super excited to go back.
Yep.
I wanted to go back, but I didn't go. I'm going to go next year. It's cool. But it looked like everyone had a good time, and it looked like it was 100% worth it to wait online. So congrats to everyone that made it out there. Next year I'm going to go and I'm going to cosplay. I'm going to say it now.
Oh, really? Do you have anything in mind already, or?
No, I don't. But I have time. I have some time to think about it, to start putting it together. But I will. Yeah. I want to be fully immersed in the nerd culture.
100% committed to the cosplay.
Yes, 100% committed. That's what I'm trying to be. And I will start doing that. But yeah, if any of our listeners went to Anime NYC this weekend, feel free to, in the comments, let us know how it was, and what you did. Let us know. Yeah, and what was your favorite part? Send us some pictures, and we'll feature it on our Instagram too. James, tell us about Cowboy Bebop. It came out this past weekend. It came out on this past Friday. I meant to watch it, but I just didn't get around to it. But James, you watched some of it, so let us know what you thought initially.
Yeah. So for some reason, I thought it was a movie.
Oh,
I knew it was
really?
a show this whole time, but then I clicked on the first episode and I was like, wait, 50 minutes? How is this gonna explain Cowboy Bebop in 50 minutes? But it's actually a show. And so from the trailers, like we all kind of agreed that all right, this looks surprisingly good for a live action. And it actually is surprisingly good for a live action. So the bar was extremely low for me, just because of how most live actions tend to play out. But it's actually like not even just for a live action, like it's just a good show. So I wasn't watching it through a comparative lens of like how does this compare to Cowboy Bebop the animation, but just how is this show on its own. So, but it's a through the first two episodes, it's a pretty good show so far.
Okay.
I'll definitely check out the rest of it.
I heard some mixed things about it, but I don't know if too many people are trying to compare it to the anime, which I feel like you shouldn't do. You know what I mean?
Right.
I feel like we've seen live action anime that have tried to adapt from the anime like too closely, and it just is really bad. So I feel like when you go off of that path, you have a better chance of being successful. So
Exactly.
don't compare it to that. You should be happy that it is not trying to be 100% like the anime.
Yeah, I think what works for this is that like they don't have special powers or like special like race of people. Like it's humans in space essentially. So it doesn't. There's no parts that look awkward because you're trying to recreate like an animated fight sequence. Like if it's fighting, it's usually guns, but there's actually like human fighting. So the choreography looks pretty good. I mean, there's not like crazy amount of fight scenes.
Yeah.
But the scenes that they have shown have looked pretty good.
Okay, here's a question. What is the worst anime adaptation you've seen?
Can I say that Avatar one, the movie, Avatar: The Last Airbender?
No, that's universally bad. Everyone knows that's bad.
Okay.
Besides that one.
Dragon Ball Evolution, hands down.
Okay. I don't think I've ever seen Dragon Ball Evolution. I don't think I even bothered to try to watch it. No, but the worst live action that I've seen, I think, is the Death Note, not the Netflix one. There was a Japanese like live action adaptation that they did like years ago. That was pretty awful. So
oh yeah, I missed that one.
Yeah, so that was the worst one I've seen. The Netflix one, I don't really know how I felt about it. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great, but it wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it wasn't horrible.
Yeah. It was just I remember they changed up some key things with the plot that I don't know if I was on board with. I don't remember what it was now.
I forgot there were some big changes that they made. Yeah. It just didn't really work out.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that, but okay. So what was the best adaptation you've ever seen? Is it Full Metal? Is it not Full Metal? What am I saying? Is it Cowboy Bebop?
Right now I might have to go with because I can't think of anything else off the top of my head that like is live action. I was like, you know what, that was good.
Did you see Full Metal Alchemist?
No, I didn't.
That one was pretty good. It wasn't bad.
Was it on Netflix? I might watch it this week.
It is on Netflix.
I'll have to check that out.
I thought that one was pretty good. It wasn't amazing because, like what bothers me the most about anime adaptations is when they try to overact. Like, how like the anime characters, they're overexpressive. Yeah. When they try to do that in live action, it doesn't carry over well. But I feel like this one, it wasn't too much of that. So I don't know. I mean, it was a little bit, but it wasn't like unbearable. But if this live action doesn't have that, then that's going to be good. I'm going to watch it this week and I'll probably be done with it. How many episodes is it?
I think it's 10.
Okay, 10, and they're an hour long, right? Or like 50 minutes to an hour.
Well, like 50 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna definitely start watching that this week, and then I'll be done with it next week. All right. Anything else anime related before we move on? Anything else you've been watching?
No, nothing new. I've been meaning to read Tokyo Revengers, but I still haven't gotten to actually reading it. But
you haven't picked
I do plan to read it still. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't watched any more Tokyo Revengers since the last week, but I liked it more than I thought. Okay, here's a Tokyo Revengers question. Is it not weird to you that when he goes back in time and he's basically reliving his relationship with his middle school girlfriend, is that not weird? I find it to be a little strange.
Yeah, it is pretty weird.
Because he's a grown man. But you know what else? You know what's interesting that I learned? Because I've noticed a lot in Oh wait, what's that? I hear your TV again. I've noticed a lot in some anime and manga that there's a lot of relationships between like inappropriately older men and like these middle school and high school girls. And I'm just like, why is this such a thing that they focus on? But the age of consent in Japan is actually 13 years old, which is very weird, but something I discovered the other day.
That's one of those cultural differences that
Yep.
we got to either be all right with or not.
Yeah, I know. And then like, and it made more sense when I looked it up because I'm like, why is this such a thing that I see in like so many like anime and manga? And then I looked it up and I was like, okay, well now that makes sense. I mean, it's weird, but it makes sense now as to why it's so much of it. But whatever, I don't know. I'm just gonna leave that over there. But just for anyone that's been wondering why, just know that like it's not technically then a weird thing. It's a normal thing over there. So anyway, don't know why I brought that up. I don't know where I was going with that. I just wanted to throw that out there because it was interesting. All right. Marvel. It's Marvel time. I feel like I should get somebody to make us a little theme song for when we talk about Marvel stuff. I feel like we talk about Marvel stuff every week.
Gotcha. Just make sure it's not too close to the actual Marvel theme song.
Oh yeah, I know.
They'll hit us up.
I know. So real quick before we get into the big Marvel news of the week, Scarlett Johansson is working on a top secret Marvel project that doesn't involve Black Widow at all. So don't know what it is at all. James, do you know what it is, or do you want?
Yeah, nothing comes to mind. I do find it odd that she just went through that whole legal dispute with Marvel, and I was like, has a secret project. Maybe that was what came of that.
It was with Disney more so than Marvel.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because like Marvel Studios is a subset of Disney because Disney just owns Marvel. But I think her main beef was with Disney and not Marvel. That's what I understood from that. I don't know.
Gotcha. So
but it is kind of weird.
To the parent company.
Yeah, it is kind of weird that she sued Disney, but like she still like is working like under Disney. That part is kind of weird to me. But if they're okay with that, then whatever. So I guess we'll see what's going on with that. I have no clue. Also, really quickly, Hawkeye starts on November 24th. That's this week, right? What is today? Today's
21st today. So Wednesday, Hawkeye's out.
Again, tomorrow. So you're listening to this on Tuesday, then Hawkeye starts tomorrow. So I'm very excited for that. And we will talk about that also. Let's see if that show is going to be any good. It looks good. I have high hopes for it. So we'll see. But the biggest news for this week, we got our second and last trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home. James, did you see the trailer?
Oh, I did a couple times.
A couple times, yes. And are you even more excited now than you were before?
Even more hype.
Of course.
I love Spider-Man. So I think he's my favorite in the MCU. So
yeah, he's definitely my favorite in the MCU. He's my favorite Spider-Man, and he's my favorite in the MCU. His movies, I think I've enjoyed the most out of everyone else's franchise in the MCU. But I'm so hyped for this movie. This is probably one of the highest anticipated movies of the year, if not the highest anticipated movie of the year. So you got to make sure you get your tickets early. As soon as you're able to get tickets for Spider-Man, you should get your tickets because I feel like all the theaters are going to be packed on opening weekend, and it's just going to be a lot. So make sure you get your tickets for that because everyone wants to see Spider-Man. What did you think of the trailer? Did anything jump out at you?
Yeah, so they gave us enough information to still make it. I mean, not that anybody was on the fence about seeing it, but they gave us enough information to know, like, all right, what's really going to be going on without kind of spoiling anything. I don't think. If you watch any more of those breakdown trailers, maybe you spoil some things for yourself. But I think the casual viewer knows a little bit more about this story and where it's going to be more excited as well, and not just the Marvel heads.
So this whole time I was on my high horse and I was like, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire are in this without a doubt, 100% have to be in this. But after watching this trailer, I'm like, I don't actually know if they're going to be in this or not. I don't know. So now I'm on the fence again. Before I was like absolutely certain, but now I don't know. So yeah. I'll be upset if they're not in it, but I feel like there's a chance that they actually might not be in it. So I'm just going to prepare myself for that mentally.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a great surprise. Like, I would like to be surprised that they are in it, but by the time we actually get to see the movie, if they are in it, I think it'll probably be spoiled for us.
Yeah, but I feel like this is something that this world Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man, is gonna have to like face on his own. But I also feel like he can't handle how many villains are in it? 6, 5? Sandman, Wizard, Green Goblin, Electro, Doc Ock, 5 of them. I don't know how he's gonna do all that by himself. So I feel like there has to be some help he's getting, because I don't know if Doctor Strange is actually gonna like be helping him like that. So I feel like there has to be like some more help that he's getting. So I'm like, they have to be in it. They have to be.
Exactly.
So like, I don't know. I don't know.
If
We'll
the
see.
villains can come from their universes, so can the heroes.
Right. Exactly. But I guess we'll see, because I don't know.
We'll see. We're what, 3 weeks away?
Yeah, 3 weeks away, because does it come out December 18th? Let me see.
17th?
The 17th. Oh, yes. So wait, is that a Thursday?
Friday.
Oh my God. When am I going to see this movie? Oh my God. Okay. I have to plan this out, because that's actually a very busy weekend for me, but I have to make sure I see it. There's no way.
There's usually like those Thursday showings, like the Thursday 7:00. Those are typically the midnight ones. Well,
I
at least
know.
here. That one I would check out. It's Thursday at like 7
My
for the midnight release.
company holiday party is on Thursday.
Oh man.
I know. All right, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna figure it out. I have to see it. There's no way I can't see it. What was I about? I was about to say something. I lost my train of thought. It's gone. It's gone. Okay. I was about to say something really not important. Oh, when do you think we're gonna see Venom and Spider-Man? Do you think we're gonna see Venom in this movie at the end, or do you think that we're just like?
I think it could be a cutscene in this. Like I don't see why he would be in it just regularly, unless that's one of the surprises. But I think it could be one of the after scene credits.
Yeah, because based off the cutscene that we saw in the Venom movie, you know, where he discovers Tom Holland on TV via like when, you know, he was outed. I feel like there's a small window for him to make himself, you know, like for him to be in there somewhere. But I feel like you're right. It would probably be an end credit scene. But I don't know. It would be crazy if they kind of snuck him in there too. What if Venom is gonna be? What if Venom is the help that he's getting, and not any of the other Spider-Mans?
That would be crazy.
Can you imagine?
So possibilities.
Yeah, I know.
I'd lose my mind in the theater.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure that lots of people. That would be so great. I don't know what I want to see more now. Do I want to see a Spider-Man crossover, or do I want to see Venom and Spider-Man? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I think I want to see the other Spider-Man just because I like Spider-Man so much.
Yeah.
But we got that in Into the Spider-Verse. So like if Venom were to come this time and give us something different, that would be heat.
That'll be dope. What if they no, I'm going too far out there. I'm not even gonna say a lot of the things that I'm saying, because it's just
we're putting out fan theories and none of this is gonna happen.
I know.
We'll all be disappointed.
It's too much. But yeah, I'm very excited for this movie. I'm sure that it'll be the best Spider-Man movie out of the other two that we've seen so far. And yeah, I'm just super excited. It's gonna be great.
Oh, for sure.
Yes. So counting down the days, we are starting our Spider-Man countdown today. We are a little less than a month away. So again, make sure to get your tickets early, because that is going to be something that's going to it's going to be hard to get seats to if you like try to wait till the last minute. So make sure to do that. All right, James, I feel like we haven't been talking for that long. Is there anything else?
No, nothing on the rundown. Nothing comes to mind that I can think of.
Right. It wasn't a huge week in terms of news. It would have been a big week, you know, if I had gone to Anime NYC, then I could talk about that. But I didn't go. So I'm so sorry that I haven't.
It wasn't a lot of news. It was just a lot of big news.
I know. But guys, as we're going into a new year, I kind of want to, you know, look at the content that we're putting out and try to see like what we can do better. So if you guys have suggestions on what we should do, or if you want us to talk about anything specific, let us know. We'll try to get some more guests on here in the new year as well. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, if there's anything that if you guys want to see us talk about, please let us know so that we can do the best we can for you guys. But if there is nothing else, you can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, at Blerdsnerds. Send us an email, blerdsnerds@gmail.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. and rate, review, subscribe on our podcast listening app of choice. As always, I'm Shannon.
And I'm James.
Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.